Oh, weird. Justin Bieber got in a bar brawl.
That guy's weird.
Yeah, he's been doing some weird stuff.
You know what I don't get? Twerking. I figured those were related somehow.
Twerking?
Twerking and Bieber. There's got to be some kind of correlation, or at the very least, the Venn diagrams of that audience overlap.
The people that like Bieber may or may not also love twerking.
Either love it or at least know way more than I do, or a significant amount about just, the history of it and.
I think Weiser might have it, pop culture references. So, like, people that understand pop culture references probably are in that middle.
Well, I totally, Miley Cyrus and all that. So, I'm making a pop culture reference. I just, when that happened, it was kind of like everyone was using that word twerking, and I was like, when did that become a thing? Like, I missed that, I guess.
Twerking? I don't know. That's like a hip-hop star thing, right? Because, twerking's been around for a long time, I think, in, hip-hop lyrics.
Has it? I've never heard that word before.
I think so. It's I'm just seeing if there's, 1995, rapper named Cheeky Black recorded the song Twerk Something.
That sounds like someone that would make up twerking.
Cheeky Black. Oh, man. This is so bad. Yeah, it's an actual thing.
Oh, there you go.
Miley Cyrus gave a controversial and headline-producing twerking dance at the MTV Video Music Awards.
So is that the most relevant thing that's happened since 95 with twerking?
I guess so.
All right, there you go.
It's just kind of funny that and Bieber somehow have a correlation in your head.
I would assume so. I'm surprised there isn't some kind of correlation there, but
I'm sure there is, because Miley Cyrus and Bieber kind of came up at the same time, right?
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. Child stars. Who knows what they're up to? Damn kids, making way more money than we ever will.
Than I'll ever see.
Than you could even dream of.
That's probably an amount of money that I couldn't even comprehend.
Yeah. Well, maybe not Miley Cyrus as much as Bieber, because that guy apparently rolls in bank. That's all he does. What was it? There was a Forbes article or something. Maybe it was something else where it's just how much these people make. And he was 50 billion or something. It's what?
Is he anywhere near top 10 most rich people? How does he stack compared to Oprah?
Oh man, probably not.
You think Oprah's got him in the bag?
Yeah, because Oprah's been around forever. So
that's true.
She's been
and she's just in The Butler, so
yeah, she's been Biebering long before Bieber was even a thing.
Right. She invented Biebering?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense to me. See, when these kids are talking about Bieber, I'm like, yeah, but what about Oprah? She's still hip, right?
Yeah, Oprah.
Yeah.
What a timely reference to anybody born after the 90s.
She's still, I heard her show was coming back. Is that still a thing?
Maybe. Does she still have her network? The O Network or whatever?
The OWN Network? The Oprah Winfrey Network? I think so. But I thought maybe she wanted her show back or something. I don't know. I figured you knew since you know all about Oprah.
I apparently know quite a bit about Oprah, actually.
Right. Okay.
List of billionaires. I don't even know if Bieber's on here, actually. I don't see him anywhere. Actually, maybe he's on 2013.
That guy's not even a billionaire.
No.
That's surprising to me.
You know who is, though? Bill Gates.
I knew that one. Yes.
He is the second in this list.
The second most rich person?
Actually, as I look at this, he hasn't been in number one since 2009.
So who's number? Let me see if I can guess number one.
Okay, that would be actually really impressive if you got it.
Oh. And they're American?
No. They're just
okay, so
a Mexican Telemex Corporation person.
Okay, it was who I was thinking about. I was going to say the Queen of England.
Wait, what?
I have no idea at all.
Carlos Hilu or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was my second guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious once you hear it. It's like, yeah, I should have.
Once I hear it, it's like, oh, right. No, I just had the name wrong.
I don't actually know any other names in this list, I don't think. Maybe Warren Buffett, if that's who I think it is.
Right. He's a name I've heard.
Buffett is called the Wizard of Omaha. Okay, so maybe he's not the person I was thinking of.
Yeah, because I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Pitch and Response Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's me, Paul, as always, without Nathan, because he's at PAX, without me, and Sean Booker, who's here with me.
I am here.
You are
I'm
here.
also not at PAX, though.
Neither one of us are at PAX. We're here. With John and Nathan both gone, we had to make sure nobody invaded Calgary, so we drew the short straw, I guess. But here we are in Calgary, completely uninvaded, while they're enjoying their time at PAX. I don't know. I spent the
PAX
weekend.
is over at the time of this recording.
I spent the weekend working anyway, so it's like,
Okay.
well, I could have took time off to go PAX if I got tickets. I actually had the opportunity for tickets, but turned it down afterwards. So it's
okay.
like, I could have gone to PAX, spent a bunch of money, or I could have worked my shift and then made money to do something
Right.
else later. And
Right,
I
and like
chose
new
that.
consoles coming out, so it's not the worst idea.
It's not the worst thing. They're like, one of the things about PAX that I like to do is do the Giant Bomb cast panel and all that stuff. Without Ryan Davis there, I think it would have been a little kind of sad for me.
Sure, and I feel like everyone's probably sad about that. I'm kind of looking forward to when they have the archive of that up, just to see how well that went.
Sure.
Didn't Brad Shoemaker get twerked or something? I think I saw that.
Brad Shoemaker knows everything about twerking, so.
Yeah, well, I think he's Giant Bomb's resident twerking correspondent, so
And anime correspondent, if I remember correctly.
yes.
Actually,
also,
that is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like British or something. Like, that's a man of many hats.
British? I'm just thinking now about all the times where it's just like Jeff going like, hello, or whatever. It's like, oh shit, Brad's here.
Oh, yeah. Or when he's like not here, and then one of them do that, and they're like, oh, yeah, look, Brad is here. Great. Hey, Brad.
Oh man.
I don't even know where that one started.
I don't know either. It must have been an inside joke or something. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
A lot of what those guys do seem to be inside jokes that you'll never get, but they're still kind of funny anyway.
They are still kind of funny, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I miss Ryan Davis. Like, I know it's controversial to say or something, right? Because nobody else feels that way, but that would have been.
I feel like everyone misses Ryan Davis.
Yeah, no, I was being sarcastic, but it's
Oh,
just
I see.
like, he's very beloved. It would have probably casted a weird shadow on most of my day that day at PAX.
Right, yeah, just kind of knowing that's about to happen.
Yeah, I don't know how I would handle that, honestly, going into that room and then seeing one chair empty. Just like, ugh.
It's kind of been a weird transition for the site in general, because like Patrick left at that time, which I love Patrick Klepek.
Okay. That's fair.
Right.
I actually don't mind him. What I do like about Patrick is that he's been bringing indie games into the mainstream a lot with the site, which is good because these are games that none of them would ever look at. I like that part about it. But, I mean, maybe I'm just not used to Patrick still, because, like, even when he was on the Bombcast, he didn't talk as much as, like, anyone else, and...
Oh, really? I found that he talked a lot.
I don't remember him talking a whole lot, I guess. Maybe
He did a lot of like, hey, I'm playing Fire Emblem. Let me tell you all about Fire Emblem. And hey, here's 999, which...
Right,
maybe
maybe he just talked about games that I didn't care about then. Because I've never played a Fire Emblem game, so I just didn't care about that discussion.
Sure, maybe. And then he did like Monster Hunter and stuff, so...
I do like Monster Hunter. From what
Oh,
I've
okay.
tried of it, I'm not down that rabbit hole, so I don't know. But yeah, PAX happened. We were both stuck here, I guess. Well, you're in Lethbridge. So
I was stuck in Lethbridge. So.
you might have a worse time than me, because you're in a worse place, maybe. It smells like shit all the time.
It smells like shit right now, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. But yeah, what have you been doing this weekend without PAX?
What have I been doing this weekend? Besides moving, I actually watched a couple movies.
Okay.
I don't know if do you guys still talk about movies on this show?
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck we talk about on this show.
All right, well then let me tell you about this awesome pizza I made earlier this day.
Okay, yes, definitely.
Hawaiian, whole wheat crust, because, sticking healthy here.
Sure.
Marble cheese. Yeah, it was great. I still got half of it left. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to go down that bad boy.
Now, why marble cheese and not like goat cheese or something weird?
Because when I bought the block of cheese, I wanted it like a solid cheese that I could kind of put on anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to be able to, if something comes to mind, I'm doing some cooking, I wanted to make sure the cheese is going to go in there. Also, goat cheese just sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible, you're right. I don't think I've ever had goat cheese, if I'm going to be completely honest, but I do love blue cheese.
I think I've had both, because I've had, cheese platters.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I might have then, but I can't put my finger on what it even tastes like.
I'm not a huge fan of, really creamy cheeses.
Okay.
I prefer my cheeses to be kind of more like block, or kind of hard at least.
What's your opinion on, cheesecake, then?
I'm not a huge fan of cheesecake. Also, cream cheese, which, these are barely cheese at this point.
Yeah.
But, not a huge fan of that. I just, I really like marble cheddar. I'm pretty basic when it comes to my cheeses. Jalapeno cheese, you put some jalapenos in that cheese? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I like some exotic cheeses, I think, but, I don't know, the price for one thing is I could get a whole bunch of expensive cheese and I might not like it, or I could grab this sharp cheddar brick here and just chow on that for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. Just, crack that brick open and that's a meal. By itself. That
being said, you probably should not eat bricks of cheese because it does really bad stuff to your digestive system. Holy shit.
Hey, I don't come onto your podcast and tell you how to live your life. So, shut your mouth.
You just did. Yeah, no, I don't know. And you're right, the cheesecake and stuff, I know you like to eat healthy and stuff, so that was probably a weird, silly question anyway, but...
I'll have treats and whatnot, but just,
sure.
I'm gonna have treats, it's gonna be something I like. I'm just not a cheesecake fan.
Okay.
Not that much. I've had chocolate cheesecake, and I guess that's okay.
But then it's just kind of like a creamy chocolate cake, right? Instead of bready, it's creamy. Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, then it's not really...
like a pie.
Yeah, I still like cake over pie myself.
Oh, cake over pie is... Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that there's no argument going to happen over that, but that's okay.
Well, yeah. Well, we're unanimous here, so...
Yeah, I mean, whoever thinks the other way is probably a communist.
They're probably just a low quality of person.
Yeah, I mean, if you like pie over cake, you're the type of person that would put a gun in that pie shell in order to kill somebody. You're just scum. That's the only reason why you like it better, because everybody knows cake is better.
That's exactly true, yeah.
Yeah. So you made pizza.
I made some pizza. But yeah, so I watched a movie this morning. The Great Gatsby.
Oh man, okay, I watched 20 minutes of this at work the other day and turned it off.
So what was your problem with it? Because
I had to go to work.
Oh, okay. So it got really bad reviews, and I don't know if it was just because I was watching only half of it, but I didn't have a huge problem with it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
There's also the fact that I know that book backwards and forwards, because I wrote my diploma on that years and years ago.
Oh.
So I know that story.
Yeah.
So watching only 50% of it was totally fine. So I don't know if it was just because I was missing what was terrible, but I was fine with that movie.
Yeah, because from what I saw, he didn't even meet Gatsby for the first half an hour at least.
Right, but then that happens in the book though, so I knew that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe I could see it being kind of boring for a lot of people, people. Like you said, it is kind of slow at that beginning part.
Yeah, like I don't like
Yeah.
period pieces either, and I've had arguments with Nathan over this. I just don't care to watch on film somebody live their life in a different time period, and that's all that's going on. That's boring.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's your window into that life.
Yeah, but I don't want that window because I don't care. That's the past. I'm looking towards the future. Maybe if it was like a timepiece on just the future where it's just some dude going to work and then coming home and petting his cyber cat or something, that might be okay.
Cat? All right.
Yeah, because there's a shortage of cats, so they had to start making them, I guess.
Right. People just didn't accept not having cats.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can see that.
Yeah. This is a stupid conversation.
It's not the best conversation, but
No,
you know,
it's
I've had
not. But Great Gatsby, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably finish it just because I don't like Tobey Maguire very much, though.
He's not great. He's also not in a lot, though, so it's not like the worst thing.
He's
Like,
not?
Tobey Maguire? What is Tobey Maguire in?
No, I mean, like, in the movie, he's Caraway.
Oh, no, he's in a lot of that movie, but I just meant in general. So I'm like saying,
Sure.
if you want to live your life Tobey Maguire free, that's a pretty easy thing to do.
It is pretty easy. The one thing I will say I liked him in, and I don't know if I really liked him in it or if I just liked the movie and he was okay in it, was Pleasantville.
I have not seen that.
It was pretty good. Other than that, like, all he's really done is Spider-Man that I would have seen.
Right, I'm looking at his filmography, and it's just Spider-Man. And I do like Spider-Man 1 and 2 a lot.
Do you? What did you think of the remake or the reboot or whatever you want to call it?
I loved it. I love Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. I thought it was great.
I agree with you 100%. I'm really
Alright,
happy
cool.
they did it.
Yeah, so.
Andrew Garfield makes a better Peter Parker.
Sure, yeah, I could see that. It's kind of a different Peter Parker anyway, but yeah, no, I like it quite a bit.
Definitely a Peter Parker I like better, I think, though. Like, I don't know, I always got kind of that sassy undertone reading the comics and stuff, so comes across better, in my opinion.
Sure, and it's like a younger one, so it's kind of more like the Ultimate Universe.
Sure.
Peter Parker, so.
Yeah, I never read the Ultimate Universe stuff.
The Spider-Man one's pretty good, though Peter Parker is dead in the Ultimate Universe, so it's not him.
Is it Ben Reilly?
No, it's a new Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Miles, huh?
Yeah, it's like a completely new character. He's a lot younger. He's I don't know what ethnicity he is. He's brown.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't remember his exact ethnicity.
Is he? Is there a Mary Jane?
Yep, they have Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy's there as well. They're kind of in the picture, but more to just kind of try and help out this new kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't read a whole lot of comics lately. I just don't have time, really. Although I have found that having a tablet has made that a lot easier.
I love reading comics on a tablet. Love it.
I do too now, actually. Like, for the longest time, I was against it, and I don't really know why, but I like the idea of, I mean, you can't see it, but I'm holding my tablet right now, is that, like, I can fit hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of stories on here. And it's in my hand right now as I talk to you. I could carry it to the bathroom with me if I wanted to, or on the bus or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how good their backlogs are, though. Like, for the new stuff, it's fine, but if I wanted to read, like, the old Maximum Carnage story arc or whatever, would I have trouble, do you think?
I've never really looked into the older stuff. I don't think it would be that hard. Comixology is pretty big, and they usually have sales and stuff going on, too. On a lot of the older stuff. So I think it wouldn't be too hard. But yeah, no, I totally agree with the portability. I went on a road trip a few months ago, took like the entire run of Y the Last Man, and just read that in the car, and that was great.
Yeah. I've been meaning to catch up on The Walking Dead forever now. I just can't get my head around spending $200 for like the comic book series at this point, because I don't know. I'm getting less and less in love with that as I watch the show. And I know that maybe the comic would be a little bit different, but there's some scenes showing in the show, I think, that show, like, I said show way too many times there, that really, I'm trying to not to say depict how, oh man, it's one of those things that when you think about something enough, that's all you can think about, like when you're trying not to do something. But,
sure.
in the show, when you're watching it, it's like, okay, now I'm just watching a TV drama. It's no longer this Walking Dead thing. It's no longer what I liked about Walking Dead so much. I can see the seams start to tear away a little bit at like, oh no, they're doing this, they're going to cut here. And it's very methodical, whereas I've heard the comic is very not methodical and kind of just like blindsides you with a lot of shit that happens. Is this fair?
I could see that, yeah. And like, to be fair, they have to like they put out more of the comic than the show.
Yeah.
And so the show, they have to kind of budget their time really wisely for each season.
Right. And I'm sure they do that, like in regards to keeping the comic book fans happy and stuff with a 1 hour a week sort of thing. However, I'm the type of person that's like, if I like something, I don't mind a couple 100 hours of this, so you could pace it.
Okay.
Maybe the comic would be for me. I don't know. It's just like $200. Like I said, it's a high price to get into. I guess I wouldn't have to buy it all at one time, but
Well, you can wait for the trades and stuff. Those are a bit cheaper.
yeah. But since I would buy them on the tablet or whatever,
That's true. Yeah,
they
that's
would
true.
be probably the same price.
Yeah.
I've been reading the comic book Girls. Have you read that one yet?
Girls? No, I don't know what that is.
It's like, I'm trying to equate it to something. It's basically this small town just gets overrun by like hot naked women that kill other women. Like,
That sounds pretty good.
Just clones, basically.
Okay.
But I don't know how it ends or whatever. I guess it's supposed to be like a thriller or something. It's getting kind of weird because it's like the one kid sees something in one of them, even though they're all clones and they're terrible and like killing a bunch of people. They don't kill the men; they only kill the other women. I think it's
So they're just trying to like replace the women.
Like maybe I'm not really sure what's going on, but I kind of like that, so I think I'm gonna keep up with that one. But yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I got it on sale. There was like six issues or whatever for like $5 or something. So I was like, why not?
Sure. Yeah, that's the nice thing with the with like Comixology, just putting sales on random stuff.
Or like, yeah, this week this is a free comic. Then you download it. You're like, I really like this. I'm gonna buy 100 versions of this or something, 100 issues of it. But yeah, that's what's really nice about it. Have you been reading a lot of comics lately?
I do. Actually, I'm just looking at the chat here, and Stoic Spartan is asking if we've heard of Chew.
Mm-hmm.
And I do read Chew. Chew is pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you read it yourself?
I haven't yet. No, I have heard of it. I know what it's about, and it sounds great.
So for the people who don't know what that's about, it's about a cop who has the ability he gets visions whenever he eats something.
Yeah.
So he kind of gets forced to like eat
people,
parts of corpses,
yeah,
or like literally eating shit to see what happened to them or what's going on. So he'll be like, hey, why don't you tell me the information I need? And the guy will be like, fuck you. So he'll bite him in the neck or something and be like, great God, I wanted, and now you're dead.
That's so
and it's pretty funny. His partner is a cyborg, and the whole like main arcing story is that chicken is illegal.
Okay.
For whatever reason. And there's like cults and stuff that still eat chicken, and it's weird. There's a rooster that is like the biggest death machine in the world. It's a weird comic. I like it though. It's funny.
Yeah. I read Kick-Ass 1 and 2 recently as well because of the second movie.
I didn't like 2, the comic.
The comic? I didn't like the comic either, but I didn't like the movie very much either.
I was a bit okay with the movie. Like, there's definitely some points in that movie where I got like kind of caught up in just the fun going on.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't like that comic. I also didn't care for the Hit Girl comic.
I didn't bother reading the Hit Girl comic because I kind of don't care.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
Okay.
I don't really know where that franchise like exists or like what it is to me anymore. Because I love Kick-Ass 1, the movie, so much.
I do too, and I was having this discussion actually last week with Nathan, and the reason because I watched Kick-Ass 1 again as well, and the reason I love that movie so much is literally Nick Cage.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Like he single-handedly every part of that movie that I love has Nick Cage in it. So
Okay, I could see that.
So the fact that there's so many times in Kick-Ass 2 where it's just like, hey, remember Nick Cage? You're just like, yeah, and then you get depressed. It's like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. I want to watch the other one.
Right. The first one is a better movie.
It is.
And now they have like Kick-Ass 3 going on in the comics.
Yes.
And that just started, so I don't have much to say about that yet. But
Oh, wait, is it out now?
Kick-Ass 3, they have 2 issues out already. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll just wait for it all to come out then.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I rented. I'm probably going to watch this either tonight or tomorrow morning. I rented Cloud Atlas.
Okay. I know Nathan's really big into that.
Nathan seems to like that quite a bit. Yes,
He does. What do you think about it?
I've just heard Nathan talking about it and other friends into it, so it's like, all right, well, I'll rent this because I like to get my rentals from like kind of like those red box things at Walmart's and whatnot.
Okay.
Because they're like $1 or $2 for a night, and
Yeah.
they're just down the street, so it's easy for me to return it after one night.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Yep. I haven't watched a whole lot with... Actually, I was having a discussion with somebody on Saturday at work about Tom Hanks and the stuff he's been in. He's been in a lot of stuff. I think it was like 77 movies or something.
I could see that, and he's in like a lot that's still coming out. Like just this like fall alone, he has Saving Mr. Banks, which looks great,
Mm-hmm.
and that pirate one.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of that one either, but like that's 2 like serious looking movies.
Yeah. How old is he? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I bet he's quite old now.
Tom Hanks was born in 56.
Okay.
He's 57 years old.
Damn, man. He's getting there. He's getting high up there. I mean, he's no Clint Eastwood or Samuel L. Jackson, but he's getting old.
I thought he would have been older than that, considering like Hugh Jackman is like 50.
Is he really?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman is 50.
There's no way. Holy crap. Okay.
Pretty. Oh, sorry, I'm totally wrong. 44.
Okay.
He will be 45 in a month.
That sounds way more accurate, though, in my mind.
I don't know. That's only 5 years off 50.
Yeah, I don't know. 5 years makes a difference when you're talking about 45 and then 50. Like when you drop the F-bomb.
Right. I'm sure. Yeah, you're probably right, and I'm sure there's tons of 45-year-olds out there that would hate to be called 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Such as I'm sure Hugh Jackman feels that way.
I bet he like hates you right now. You pissed the Wolverine off.
I'm sorry. He was a subscriber to your podcast, but he
It's totally fine. He wasn't welcome anyway. Come
on! I like Hugh Jackman.
I never saw the Wolverine.
It's a fine movie. It is a comic book ass movie.
I hear weird things about it though.
It is a weird movie. But from like a Hugh Jackman perspective, that guy's arm muscles are insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking, it looks like somebody put veins on top of his arms. They're bulging so much.
Well, they probably did.
Maybe, yeah, but like that guy is ripped beyond belief. And again, 45.
He's done a lot of stuff too.
Yeah. And there's a new movie with him coming out, some kind of thriller where his daughter is kidnapped or something like that.
Oh, Taken 3.
I think he has beard in it. Taken 3. No.
There is a Taken 3 coming out, apparently.
Is there? I don't think I've seen the first 2.
You've never seen the first one?
I don't think so. I think I might own it somewhere.
You should probably watch that right away.
Yeah? I hear Taken 2 is awful.
Taken 2, I hear, is really bad, and I don't really care to see it because it's just kind of weird after, like, Taken 1 was so good. Like, I know it makes sense because they want to make money, but the way Taken 1 ended, it's like, how could you let this happen again? Sort of thing. But, yeah, I don't know. It was really good. Taken Reloaded. Exactly.
That's good. And just, okay, so I have a topic I want to bring up, but just to make the transition a bit smoother, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 comes out this month.
Okay, I never saw the first one. I heard it's really fun, though.
Yeah, first one is great.
Okay.
First one is a ton of fun. So I'm super excited for the second one.
Okay.
But I would highly recommend Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. But so reason to bring that up. So animation,
Yes.
Japanese animation.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Hayao Miyazaki's retiring,
Yes.
which sucks.
Does it though? Because he's made a lot of stuff that's really good that will hold
He
up
has.
for a long time.
But when you just like you kind of look at what like his son, like what is his son's name? Goro Miyazaki? Is that what it
Sure,
is?
I think so. Yeah.
And his son has been starting to do some more of the movies, and he's not that great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So the movies I've seen of his is literally Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow. Okay. Well, so I was talking about this with a friend a few weeks ago, and I was like, if I was to like introduce someone to Studio Ghibli, for those who don't know, that's Miyazaki's company.
Yep.
And I had to pick like 3, it would be Spirited Away, Mononoke, and Totoro, which
Sure.
I'm surprised you haven't seen Totoro. That's like
Oh, no, like I totally know about it. I just haven't seen it.
right. I'm just looking at the list of ones so the ones I've seen, Castle in the Sky, which is my favorite.
Oh, really?
Totoro, yeah, I love Castle in the Sky.
But you wouldn't recommend it?
No, I would definitely recommend it if you want to watch it, but I'm just saying if you want to kind of like see what Studio Ghibli is about.
Oh, sure.
Here are like probably the top 3. Like I no way am I saying Castle in the Sky is the best one,
Sure. Okay.
but it's my favorite.
Okay.
Then Totoro, I've seen Kiki's Delivery Service, Mononoke, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, Arrietty, and then Nausicaa, which was made before Studio Ghibli filmed, but it was the same people.
Okay. I heard Ponyo wasn't that good.
Ponyo's not great, but I find that movie just kind of fun and like really colorful.
Well, I mean, you could say that about like everything they do, right? Or he does, or whatever.
I don't know if I'd say like Ponyo's like a rainbow, basically.
Oh, okay.
So like, because it's all like it's based on the Little Mermaid, so you're seeing like tons of crazy fish and stuff going all over.
Sure.
So I kind of liked it just for that.
Okay.
That was also kind of around the time they started putting Studio Ghibli films in theaters here. So I just getting the chance to do that. I wanted to do that. So
Yeah. Well, I know you love animation a lot.
love it.
Yeah. Would you say it's your favorite like form of film or whatever?
Maybe. I've never really thought of that, but maybe.
Like includes like television and stuff, anything that would be filmed.
Well, wouldn't the only other besides animation be live action?
Live action animation, there you go.
Like, aren't those the 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Well, between the 2, I guess animation's my favorite.
Well,
Yeah,
like
so-
we've had a few discussions about like I mean, obviously just now comic books and stuff, but also in the past about television shows and cartoons we watched and stuff. So
Sure. Right. I guess, yeah, no, and there's a lot of cartoons I'm way into, but at the same time, there's a lot of like live action television that I'm way into as well. So
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know if I really do have a favorite, but yeah, so that'll be a bummer that he's retiring. I hope Studio Ghibli's quality remains.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
And
we'll always have the old ones.
you're saying his son is not that good, huh?
Well, he did Tales from Earthsea back in 2006, which got like 7% on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Oh man. Okay.
Let's just see if I can find that. And then what was the other one? The other one he did was From Up on Poppy Hill. I have no idea how that one did.
Okay. I haven't even heard of it. I just read it. So maybe in Japan he's like a god. Maybe they love it.
Oh, sorry. Tales of Mercy is sitting at a 42%. But
Okay.
I remember it being way lower when it first came out. That's also only 36 reviews.
What's people's qualms with that one?
I never looked into it.
Okay.
So
Did you ever see it yourself?
I haven't seen it. No, I
Okay.
haven't.
Maybe it's genius.
Maybe it's just above everybody else.
Yeah, it's above all these retards on the internet. Don't know quality. that's highly unlikely, but
Most likely, for sure. One day I will have watched them all. I will do that.
yeah, just like in one day, just watch them
No.
back to back.
Not at all. Not at all.
You go outside and you just see the sunset, like all weird and animated. It's just like
Yeah, just
you get
everything
sucked into the
coming out.
cartoon.
That what a nightmare.
Yeah.
Or the best thing ever. Who knows?
That would be such a nightmare. Holy shit.
But you need to see Totoro.
Okay.
That's crazy that you haven't seen that. That is a fun movie. That's like a giant hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totoro. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight's the night.
That'd be a great night. That'd be a cool Monday night.
A cool Monday night. Exactly.
Monday night.
Oh man. Not only have I not gone to PAX, I haven't seen Totoro. Just
Yep.
complete failure going on right now.
Failure as a nerd.
Nah. I don't like that term either. Nerd.
Well, there's definitely. Well, I
I've
was gonna
never
say there's
liked
definitely like, a negative tone to it. But I
Yeah.
feel like because of like Glee or something,
Yeah.
everyone loves nerds now.
Yeah,
And
but
I
they
see
don't.
so many kids or like girls wearing shirts that say like "I heart geeks."
No,
heart
see,
nerds.
like when people are saying that, they like decently attractive guys wearing glasses.
Oh, okay. Or just like The Big Bang Theory.
Like not even, not even that far. Like fake nerds are still kind of gross, but like actual people that like are obsessed with something and like are kind of decently smart. No, that's still bad. Unless they wear.
I see what you're getting. Like it's not a real thing.
Mhm.
And so, and I was having this conversation with someone, and it's like, you know what? You probably don't actually love nerds, but is that just me being like elitist because I kind of am the nerd, or like, you know what I mean?
Like maybe, I'm not sure though, because if you go with the strict definition or idea or stereotype or whatever of what a nerd is, you're not really, because like you're healthy, you're fit, and like you do other stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You don't just sit in a basement like watching anime all day, even though if just talking to you, people would probably think that's all you do. But like you go for runs and stuff like that, like
All right.
very much
I'm
not
going off Urban Dictionary, which
Okay.
if Urban Dictionary is wrong, then like I don't know what's right.
If Urban Dictionary is wrong, I don't think I want to live in this world anymore.
All right. As far as Urban Dictionary is concerned,
Yeah.
a nerd is one whose IQ exceeds his weight.
Okay. I'm probably pretty even then. I'm just somewhere in the middle.
All right, here's another one.
That's a great definition.
That's a great way. I'm glad that's the number one. Here's their number 4 one. A stereotypical label used to describe a person that is socially inadequate. A 4-letter word, but a 6-figure income.
That I don't think that last part was necessary, but okay. Socially inadequate.
And then number 6, actually, they have it as not an anagram. What's the one where each letter represents a word? What's that called?
I can't remember now.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
I do.
Here's the number 6 definition.
Yep.
Never-ending radical dude. Which, okay.
Never ending radical dude. Okay, I can go with that, I guess. The other one though, like it sounds like they're talking just about autistic people in general, not nerds. So
I don't know if autistic people, they seem to just be more talking about like intellectual people. So,
well, the
the
people that like are socially awkward or whatever, like
there's that too, yeah.
yeah.
So then what's the word we want for people into like Dungeons and Dragons? Is it never-ending radical dudes?
No. Well, maybe. Never ending radical.
Here we go. So Urban Dictionary defines the word geek
Okay.
as the people you pick on in high school and wind up working for as an adult.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, though, the term geek was actually used to describe, like the circus sideshow people, the freaks. It would be the people that would bite heads off chickens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be a geek then. I would never do that.
I would never bite the head off a chicken, but I would eat its breasts.
Sure. Oh, for sure. No.
Yeah.
I like when it comes to chicken, like white meat,
Yeah.
hands down.
Is there any other meat on a chicken? Like on turkeys for sure, because they're huge.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking turkeys. I don't know. Like chicken legs, is that white meat? Yeah, it probably would be. So maybe on a turkey, white meat.
Yeah. Okay. I still like the dark meat on turkeys. I don't like turkeys though. I don't like having turkey. Generally.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. Not a huge fan of it. So like when it comes to Thanksgiving, you like a ham guy?
No, I like when they make like casseroles and stuff, like the broccoli and rice and cheese and stuff. It's delicious.
Oh, that sounds good, except broccoli is garbage.
Broccoli's great. It's the only thing worth eating in this world.
Oh, I hate broccoli.
Do you? Do you like
Yeah,
any veggies?
Oh, I love veggies. I hate broccoli.
What about like cauliflower?
No, that's pretty much broccoli.
I was
Like,
going
it
to
even
say,
looks like
see, I was trying to trap you there. You didn't fall for it. What about
like,
celery?
Give me celery, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I love
Give me
celery. Celery.
some
and
carrots. Oh yeah.
I like
some
celery
onion, put that
more
stuff
than
on anything.
carrots.
Okay. Well, celery's good for you. Like they're both good for you, but celery, negative calories right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's costing you more to chew it than it is putting in your body.
And even what your body has to do to digest it down does take up more energy than what you get out of it.
Oh, really? I didn't actually know that.
Yep.
And then if you want to be like completely unhealthy with celery, it's a little boat that you can put all disgusting forms of anything in.
Yeah, you can. I used to do cheese whiz. I don't do that anymore. But
I used to do that too, and it's gross.
Yeah. Some people do peanut butter, which
I
that
do
sounds
like peanut
gross to
butter.
me.
No,
I love peanut butter on celery. That sounds weird.
Nutella is really good on it too. Weirdly
I've
enough,
never done that. I'm not a big Nutella fan.
I could see that. Like, I could see why, because that stuff can be disgusting if you use too much of it, but just the right amount is kind of delicious.
My sister would, in grade school, she would get Nutella sandwiches.
Gross. That's gross.
Just Nutella, 2 slices of bread.
Nope, that's disgusting.
Yeah, like
that's making me sick just thinking about it.
yeah. So that was a thing. I don't know.
Also,
Anyway,
like
yeah,
the
there's
bowl
stuff
of
are
ketchup.
I like ketchup.
I do like ketchup, but a bowl of ketchup would make me throw up instantly.
A bowl of ketchup. That's the worst thing I could think of.
I know, right? Like, as it sounds so innocuous at first, but then if you just take a second to picture it,
yeah,
a bowl of ketchup, like the smell alone, it's the idea of it's making me sick as I talk about it. Right
actually, if I was having like a big like social barbecue,
sure,
and it was like, hey, I put out a bowl of ketchup, spread it on your bun. It's okay there, but yeah, the idea of just a bowl of ketchup, that's kind of like when you get like the big, like, bulk tubs of condiments or even like the big bulk, tubs of like soap, and you go around filling up your little hand dispensers.
No, you can't do that. That's gross.
It's just a weird thing. I don't like doing that. I'd rather buy a new hand dispenser.
Yeah, no, it's gross. I mean, you can't go around filling up the contaminated stuff. It just completely negates the purpose of having soap.
Why would it be contaminated?
Because your smelly ass other soaps have been in there. Who knows what they're doing in there? You can't mix the two.
That's true.
You can't have interracial soaps. It's
and also,
disgusting.
it could be like when you have like 2 negatives making a positive, but the opposite. Right? So maybe too much soap is bad. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, like too much soap. Actually, that is bad if I remember. If you wash your hands too much or whatever, the germs, the bacteria will actually start to evolve against it. So you get like super germs.
Shaking my head no.
All right, fair enough.
So what's up? What's else? What's going on with you?
I've been working. It sucks. Working sucks. But
working does suck.
It's what you have to do sometimes. Did you get another job like during summer or whatever?
Yes, yep. I was working all summer. Done that now. So my next job will actually be an internship.
Okay.
So that'll be cool.
Did you go back to the place you were working last year during the summer?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay.
Not the best, but you do what you do. I gotta pay for school, so.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You gotta move them TVs around.
Gotta carry them around. I wasn't doing the morning shift anymore, though, which was nice.
The 5 a.m. or whatever?
Yeah, I said I can't do that.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah. No, I don't do that either. I do 11:30 till 10 at night, which sucks because your whole day's gone.
That's a long shift.
Yeah, and your whole day's gone.
And your whole day's gone. Yeah, no, I like morning shifts. Like, start me at 8 in the morning. Perfect. I'm happy.
Okay. Even 7, then you get off at 3 or 4?
I could do that. If the alternative was an evening shift, then yeah, definitely I'll do that. But, if it gets me up at 8, or, get me there at 8, wake up at 6:30, that's like perfect. I'm a morning person, so.
Yeah. Well, you don't seem to have any troubles waking up early.
Not at all. Not at all, no.
You seem very much like a morning person.
For sure, yeah.
And I am
not. My dad
not.
was, so I just got used to it. Most people around our age are not. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not many people, I guess, I know are necessarily morning people. I definitely am not, so.
Right, yeah.
If I could do everything at night, I would, except working, because that's when I want to do stuff. Actually, that's why working in the morning was okay for me, because I would just groggily get up and just be in kind of a shitty mood till I got my coffee. Then I would go to work, and then by the time my body was actually ready to accept that I'm awake and everything, like the day was starting, it was already 2:00 in the afternoon. So then it's like, oh, my shift's almost done, and then I leave at 3:30 or 4, and I'm completely awake and I can do stuff now.
And that's like, most people work like a 9 to 5, so everyone's getting off work in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So that's definitely nice to, hang out with people when, people are available.
Yeah. It does suck though, like, with everybody getting off around that time, when you're working like maybe 11:30 to 10 and you see people come and go in your shift. You're just like, you bastards.
Well, you're also doing like a really long shift, so I don't know what's up with that, but.
Yeah, it's because I'm on 4 days and then off 3 days.
Oh, okay. So you're just making it up. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I guess in that regard, I actually get a full day, whereas people usually only get 2. I get a full extra one, but then like I'm wasting 3 days at least for sure. Then the last day I don't care about usually, but yeah, I don't know. Work, something you have to do, but
that is definitely something you have to do.
I just don't.
Are you looking forward to Thor 2?
I don't know. Thor 1 was okay.
Yeah.
But, like with the prices of movies, like how expensive movies are and stuff, I don't really know because I kind of don't care. I've never cared about Thor. I just thought the first movie was okay. But, like, I'll probably see it because comic book movies, right?
Right.
I don't even
see the Wolverine.
I didn't see the Wolverine. You're right. I should probably remedy that, but I don't think it's even in theaters anymore.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you excited about it?
Not overly, but yeah, comic book movie, so I'll definitely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was way into the first one, and then I watched it a second time, and I dropped significantly.
Sure.
But, yeah, I'll see it. I'll see it.
Yeah, I don't even know what, like, the idea behind that movie is, like, what's going on in it.
Yeah, I don't know much. I haven't really been following it.
Yeah. Maybe that's the best way to do it, though. Going blind.
True, right, yeah. Yeah, then you get real surprised. Which, a lot of times, like, I did that exact thing for The World's End. I was lucky that there was, like, no ad marketing for that movie.
Yep.
And I just kind of knew, that it's the next Edgar Wright one. I'm going to see it. So I just didn't care to look and search out any trailers, because I'm going to see that movie regardless.
Yep.
And that movie's great.
And then that part in the bathroom just took you by surprise. You're like, okay, here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it was aliens. I had no idea when stuff was going to happen, or like what they looked like, or anything.
Okay, see,
that movie.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, I don't know if like my favorite parts of that movie were before or after the aliens hit, because beforehand there's a lot of like really great jokes that I was super into with Simon Pegg's character.
Yeah.
So that's just a great movie overall.
Yeah, I
It's just
mean,
really good.
the first half of that movie is just like a great British comedy, and then the second half is just a great weird end of the world alien comedy.
Right. Yeah, there's just like a lot of great like. I think the biggest laugh that my theater had was they get to the first pub and he's like, all right, 5 beers, and the one guy's like, actually I'll have 1 water. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
And then I forget what the exact quote is, but he's like, you're drinking fucking rain.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, like what a great way to word that. Like I've never even thought of that, and just what a great way to word that joke.
Yeah. I do like water, though, as we've established.
That's a good movie.
So
Water's great. And there's another joke a little later on where he's like, all right, I got shots, SHOTS shots. And then Nick Frost is like, what? He just expressed something that clearly made him uncomfortable. That is totally inappropriate. And for second, I don't drink. And then Simon Pegg's just like, yeah, but shots don't count, right? I just love that.
yeah, those two just have really good chemistry together, too, so I'll watch anything they're in together. Actually, I'll watch anything Simon Pegg's in, now that I think about it.
I've watched a lot of Simon Pegg's in, like, Run, Fat Boy, Run. I didn't like Paul at all, though.
I didn't either. I hated it. And it's even worse because it's my name.
Yeah, right. So, like, I don't know, kill yourself or something, but
Jesus.
Yeah, no, I didn't like Paul, but, like, after watching World's End, I went back and watched Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, both great.
Those movies are great.
Yeah.
Right. I think I'll just see anything Edgar Wright does, because he just seems to know how to have fun with movies.
Yeah. Like Scott Pilgrim.
I still need to see Spaced, though. Scott Pilgrim, yeah, great.
You should watch Spaced. It's really good.
Yeah, I heard that, and I want to, so.
I'm just seeing what else Edgar Wright has done. Actually,
I don't think I've seen anything else that he's done.
He's basically just done video shorts and, like, TV stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The World's End, and Shaun of the Dead are, like, the only actual movies.
Okay, well, I've seen his whole filmography then.
But he's doing Ant-Man coming out in 2015.
Yes. I think it's happening after Avengers 2.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know anything about Ant-Man.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just know that. Well, I saw the test footage that was shown.
Didn't see it.
I want to say this was like last year Comic-Con.
Okay.
But that guy gets small, yet he still has like super strength or something. I don't know if he has like the same strength as a man, or if he has like, you know how an ant can lift up like 100 times its body or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I just know that guy can get really small.
Like, I'm just thinking, lifting up 100 times like your own body weight or whatever wouldn't be a real cool superpower, because even at my work, we move stuff around with forklifts way heavier than that.
Right,
So.
but a person being able to do that would be cool, especially if like he's the size of an ant and he's like punching your foot, so you don't even see him there. Then you just go flying.
Sure, but like, I guess what I'm thinking about is like, yeah, I could move like this thing here, but I'm just thinking of like, I couldn't even lift up an oil pipe. Like some of the pipe that or whatever for oil lines and stuff that we see are like couples of thousands of like kilos.
Well, if you think of like a human's weight, like I was gonna say, like a human's weight is, you know, let's say, I don't know, on the high end, like 200 on an average high end.
Sure, yeah.
100 times that, you're looking at, you know, 200,000 pounds.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. 200,000 pounds.
No, sorry, 20,000 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. 20,000 pounds isn't a whole lot.
Well, it's a lot more than I can lift up. So.
No, I mean, totally. But then, like, when you compare it to guys like the Hulk or whatever that can do crazy shit, right?
Sure.
Just like, I don't know, you just seem kind of useless now, Ant-Man. I'm sorry, but there has to be more to him than I'm
there must. Yeah,
credit for.
I don't know a ton about Ant-Man, so there's definitely got to be more. But, you know, keep in mind, like, Black Widow and Hawkeye are relevant characters too, and they're just normal people.
They're just normal people that like can shoot.
Yeah, can shoot well. That's about it for sure.
Like Bullseye in the Daredevil movie.
Right. I've been wanting to go back to that movie.
Yeah, you've actually been wanting to.
Well, just with all the whole like Ben Affleck stuff, I've just been thinking like, okay, it's been so long since I saw Daredevil once in theaters. I should see how garbage this was again.
Okay,
I've
what do you
also heard that the
remember about
directors-
Daredevil?
I remember that there's a scene where he's on teeter-totters.
Okay.
He's blind,
Yeah.
and there's a part where Bullseye throws a bunch of glass and Daredevil stops it with his stick.
Okay, see, this is like, because Nathan and I had this conversation where it's like, everybody remembers Daredevil's bad, but you don't actually remember most of the movie. And
Right.
like, what he remembered is like, all I remembered was Colin Farrell being all crazy. I'm like, I remember specifically, like, him and Elektra training and Bring Me to Life by Evanescence playing. Like, there's only one certain part that everybody has of that movie. That,
Right.
like, I don't know why.
And I also hear that like the director's cut isn't actually that bad.
Okay, what makes it different though?
I don't know. I haven't heard any. I've just heard someone make the statement. The director's cut actually fixes some things.
Like Ben Affleck's whole performance, because he just wasn't good. Like, he just did not perform good.
So I guess you're on the negative end of Ben Affleck being Batman.
No, not really. And this is another thing we brought up last time, is because, like, since when should you care about Batman? Because, like, I like the Adam West Batman, and I liked, like, some of the more dark brooding Batman, but, like, Batman to me has always been a ridiculous character. So people taking him seriously like a god is ridiculous to me.
Oh, people like that Nolan trilogy.
The Nolan trilogy is okay, but Batman, like, this is another argument I made, is that Christian Bale specifically was not the best Batman. In fact, I didn't like him as Batman or as Bruce Wayne very much.
Oh, okay.
Like, I like how Nolan did the universe, and I like the other performances, but I still think that Christian Bale as Batman was one of the worst parts of the Batman trilogy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like, the Joker was great, I guess. But
right.
I still like Hamill's Joker, but that's
I loved Heath Ledger as the Joker. I loved it.
It was really good. Like, yeah, the different way they did it was really good, but I don't know. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill will always be Batman and the Joker to me.
Okay, so how much do you remember of Elektra?
I didn't watch any of Elektra. I'd never seen it.
Okay, I've seen Elektra, and literally the only thing I can remember of that movie is there's a part where there's an enemy that's a female.
Okay.
And she and Elektra kiss, and it's some kind of bad kiss.
Okay.
And Elektra lays down during it, and that is literally, I don't even know what happens after that or what happens during the kiss.
So what you're saying is I have to find Elektra right now and watch it.
I think Elektra might be kind of a special movie in just how terrible it is. And if I go back to Daredevil, I will probably watch Elektra.
Then do me a favor and watch Catwoman right after.
I've seen Catwoman. I don't remember much of Catwoman either. Oh man, okay, what do I remember of Catwoman? I remember the costume, but just because I still see pictures of it.
Yeah.
I literally cannot remember a single moment of that movie.
Oh man, okay.
I remember there's nighttime involved at some points. That's it. Alright, I just gotta do like a terrible comic book movie marathon.
There has to be more, right?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
But how bad would that be to be the comic book movie that was so forgettable that we remembered the name Catwoman, or that Catwoman was a movie over you, right? Like, that's, I don't know. I'm just trying to remember some more comic book movies. There's probably been so many forgettable ones, though.
Right, yeah. Well, then you get into stuff like, Red was technically a comic book, but
yeah,
we're kind of going with superheroes, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Superhero movies.
Although I heard terrible things about the second one, or it got like a terrible rating and whatnot. I'll probably end up seeing that at some point.
Yeah, like I guess 30 Days of Night was also a comic book. And like, yeah, I don't know. If you go just comic book movies, there's so many. Fantastic Four, I guess.
Oh right, yeah. I think I remember being okay with the first one, but the second one was terrible. The one with Silver Surfer. Oh,
I never saw it. I didn't like either of them. So I didn't like the first one, and like I saw 10 minutes of the second one or whatever on Netflix, but then switched to something else.
right, yeah, no, those movies aren't good, and I think they are talking about like rebooting Fantastic Four.
They are, yes.
Right. So that they like don't lose the license or whatever.
You know what was real good though was Captain America.
I like Captain America.
It was really good.
Yeah, Captain America's
especially for a hero I've never cared about at all growing up.
I didn't know that much about him. But yeah, no, I also just kind of like Chris Evans.
Yeah. Even as a Human Torch or whatever.
I guess I have to go back to Fantastic Four at some point. See what that's all about. But I have seen both those movies.
He was good in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the movie as well, though.
Yeah,
Lucas Lee.
Yeah, no, I like Chris Evans quite a bit. I'm trying to think what he was in before that.
Chris Evans?
Before Fantastic Four.
Like in general?
Fantastic Four was when he was, he was still skinny at that time.
Yeah, he was in a movie called The Losers as well.
I think I've seen the box art and stuff of that movie.
Okay. And
Fantastic Four was actually pretty early for him. There's not a ton of movies before that. He was apparently Casey Jones in the animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Huh.
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
He was in Push.
Yes.
I remember that movie.
He was. You're right.
Crazy.
And Sunshine he was in.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's pretty good. I don't know. He's been in some weird stuff too. Like, if I remember correctly, he was a character in one of... Did you ever see Boston Public?
Nope.
It was a television show kind of... Did you ever see Boston Legal?
Nope.
Okay. It was just kind of like a drama based in a school. And I think he was like some abusive boyfriend that like kills like his girlfriend or something in high school. Like just some weird role. But yeah, I don't know. Chris Evans has been around for a while.
I'm just looking at hang on. Okay, so I'm looking at awards that Chris Evans has gotten.
Yeah.
And back in 2005, he was nominated for Fantastic Four in the MTV Movie Award for Best On-Screen Team, which, what a dumb category that is. They lost to Mean Girls.
Awesome. That's so good.
Mean Girls is great, but just the fact. And then in 2007, the Teen Choice Award for Choice Movie Actor for Fantastic Four 2, he was nominated. Who did they lose against? 2007. Lost to... I have no idea who lost that, but anyway, that's just Teen Choice Awards. There you go.
Teen Choice Awards. They're stupid. So pointless. Yep. But Mean Girls was legitimately great. So.
Oh yeah, no, I love Mean Girls. Have you seen Mean Girls 2?
I haven't. I don't want to really either.
I watched that. I watched that one time, and it is terrible.
Yeah,
it is garbage.
Well, they also just got some random teenagers, right?
I think they're even they look preteen, or I don't know. They got it. There's no way they're over 15. To be fair, when Lindsay Lohan was doing that, I don't think she was a teenager, was she?
I don't know, actually. Maybe, because didn't she, at the same time she did that, she also did Diary of a Drama Queen or something?
Confessions of a Drama Queen.
Yeah.
And she also did Freaky Friday. It was those three ones that all came out around the same time.
Right, so I don't think she was 20 yet, right? Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. And then I also looked up that they were originally planning to try and do a Mean Girls 3, but that didn't happen.
That's too bad.
Yeah, Mean Girls 2 is terrible. It's so bad.
Is it worth watching even like for free off Netflix or something if it's on there?
Well, as someone who's planning to go back and watch Daredevil, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So take my opinion with a grain of salt sort of answer.
Right. Okay, so a show I have been watching recently, and actually I should catch up on it tonight, is Teen Titans Go.
I've never seen it.
Did you see the original series, Teen Titans?
No.
Oh, okay, that's a great series. I like that quite a bit. Teen Titans Go is kind of like, they're not crime fighting anymore, and they're drawn kind of like, I don't know, chibi-like, like way more cartoony and kid-like.
Okay.
And it's just them doing weird stuff. Like, one episode is all about Robin trying to get his driver's license.
Okay.
Another episode will be that what is it? Cyborg loves Meatball Time, and Meatball Time involves him shooting meatballs out of himself at everyone.
Okay.
And everyone else loves meatballs except Raven, so it's this whole episode about like getting Raven to like Meatball Time. And
This sounds like some weird shit that like My Little Pony would do.
No, I would say it's more like Adventure Time mixed with like an animated, like, you know, teen superhero show, like, you know, Teen Titans or Young Justice or something like that.
Okay.
It's been pretty funny. There's been some like, just like, this is beyond absurd. Like, how are you guys thinking of this? And a lot of the jokes are quite good. And it's pretty self-referential. So yeah, I would recommend Teen Titans Go.
Okay. What about the just original Teen Titans?
The original is also quite great. It's not as funny, and there's like more action and stuff, but I like that quite a bit too. And there's 4 seasons of that, which I know that used to be on Canadian Netflix. I'm not sure if it is anymore, but I'm sure it's on American and stuff.
Yeah, I'm using American right now anyway.
Most people are.
Are you?
No, I've always just had it on Netflix. However, I don't use Netflix too often.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because you would rent from the Red Box, you said.
I rent a lot from the Red Box, and yeah.
Internet's a thing, I guess.
For sure.
If we want to go that way.
The internet exists as a thing.
You can find stuff on the internet if you know where to look, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Teen Titans Go. Do I need to have a background in Teen... I don't know anything about Teen Titans, like, to watch this, or is it just kind of like little episodes of weird stuff?
It's just little episodes of weird stuff.
Okay.
I don't think you really need to know, I don't think you need to know them at all. The characters are all pretty, like, they all have like their power sets don't even really matter. They're just kind of like hanging out in the HQ, in the tower, just being ridiculous. So,
Okay.
And you'll know Robin, right? And then, you know, Cyborg is literally, his thing is he's a cyborg, and Beast Boy can turn into animals.
Yeah.
I guess one thing, Starfire, there's only 5 of them, by the way. Starfire, she's an alien, so she doesn't really know, like, all the customs and stuff of Earth, so there's a lot of jokes with her not knowing something correct.
Okay.
And then Raven's just kind of depressing. And you're kind of good to go.
Okay. Raven's just kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Like emo sort of thing? Or
kind of. Well, her dad's like a demon. And I think her power is based on her emotions or something like that. So she's kind of like a goth, or like, you know, stereotype goth cartoon character type thing.
Oh, okay. Sounds interesting if nothing else, so maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it, so I'll probably catch up on that tonight.
I think Totoro first, though.
Totoro is a very high quality film. And there's a cat bus. So.
Okay. Yeah, sold. Yeah. There you go. That's all it took.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So have you been doing anything else? Playing any video games or anything?
Playing any video game? I've been playing some Disney Infinity.
Okay.
Getting one.
So I love Skylanders a lot. And like I bought it when it came out and started buying figures as they released them up to when I lost one of my old jobs or whatever, and then it's like, well, I can't keep buying these now because
Right.
I'd have no money.
Exactly.
But so after that, I was kind of cleansed of that thing. Is this another thing that will happen where it's just like, I'm gonna get Disney Infinity, oh, I'm gonna buy everything that comes out for it now?
I feel like that wouldn't happen as much because with Skylanders, it's not like you can be like, well, I don't like this series of Skylanders because they're all fake. They're like they don't have a backstory and stuff, kind of.
Sure.
Whereas each figure in Infinity, you know, it's tied to a movie, it's tied to a TV show or whatever.
Sure.
So I'm personally like, man, I don't need to get Cars, and there's like 4 different Cars ones because Cars kind of sucks, and Cars 2 is terrible.
Yeah.
But stuff like, hey, we're planning to do Wreck-It Ralph, and if they do, like, I love Wreck-It Ralph, so maybe I'll pick up some of those. Or if they do a Tron thing, man, I will be all over that.
Do you think they would?
Well, they're working on that next movie, so maybe eventually, but like they have some Tron stuff in there, like because you can get items and stuff as well, and there's a Tron one. But just the characters, I'm not sure. But like the main starter pack gets you Mr. Incredible, Sully from Monsters Inc., and Jack Sparrow, and I like those 3 guys, so that's a cool starting pack.
Sure.
But if there's definitely some characters I would love to have, like if they did maybe Aladdin or Tarzan, I'd be way into that.
So, like, what figures do you have?
I only have those 3 because I only have the starter pack so far.
Okay.
I have a bunch of the items because John went crazy and started trying to collect every one of the items and then gave me like a dozen of his duplicates or something. I think he gave me like 20 items, I think, actually.
Why was he trying to collect them all? Just for the hell of it?
I think because he got really into it.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
Yeah. He got pretty into like, man, I'm so close to having them all. Why don't I just keep buying these? And so they have like Toy Story or Toys R Us specific figures, and more like Series 2 is on its way out, or is on it's coming out I think in October or November. So they have like a Jack Skellington stuff. So Buzz Lightyear and Woody are coming out, which I might get those because I like Toy Story a lot. Oh, I'm trying to think what else is coming out. Let's see. You can actually go to DisneyInfinityFigures.com.
Okay.
And see all these characters.
I also saw a tweet that like reminded me. It happened with me when I set up Skylanders and stuff as well. You got that email or whatever that's like your child has set up an account.
Yeah, so I was just starting to set stuff up. They're like, hey, why don't you tie your Disney account to this? I'm like, oh, okay, guess I'll go make a Disney account. And then I get an email saying, because whenever you make an account somewhere, they send you an email saying, hey, welcome to your account. You know, here's your username and blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
So they send one saying, hey, your child has created an account. Here's all your info. And I was like, what is this? What are you talking about?
I know, because like with Skylanders, it's like create an account or whatever, and it's like ask your parents, and then it's like parents' email address. So then like you put in your email address there, and then you get the email back that's like, hello, your child is trying to create an account or whatever to accept this and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, this is so weird. It feels like wrong somehow.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, I found that funny too.
Actually, so this would have been a couple months ago, Disney had their like D23 event or whatever it is.
Okay.
Which is like a big Disney event where they show stuff off. And they were giving away an exclusive figure there. It was like a Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
From Fantasia, so with the magic hat and stuff. I think that one's actually coming out later.
Okay.
Maybe it's a different one. Anyway, so this site, it links you to the Amazon page if you want to buy it yourself. So if you want to buy this one that was given out, it is $220.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, man.
You know, you can get real deep, real fast in Disney Infinity if you want.
So, I mean, the logical next step in all of this is obviously Pokemon, right?
I'm kind of scared about that because I really like Pokemon.
I know.
So it seems like the perfect fit. But then again, Pokemon MMORPG also seems like the perfect fit, and they haven't done that.
Right.
To be fair, though, they have done some of these figures with like one of their offshoot Pokemon games, Pokemon Rumble U.
Yeah.
So they started it, but they just haven't done it for the official games. So who knows what's going to happen?
But I mean, I don't know. I still think that would be kind of okay, like kind of cool or whatever, if it was like a stadium type game. And then like you just like then obviously the only thing you have to buy is really like 6, right? Your team or whatever,
Sure.
and then you have a portal of power or whatever they call it for that. Pokemon Portal, the Poke Portal.
Yeah, it's probably Poke Portal, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Then you just like put your Pikachu on there, and then your Pikachu's on the screen, and he does Thunder Shock, and it's all good after that.
It's just what's scary is they got like over like 500 or 600 Pokemon now. Like
I know.
Like it's just that's scary, and those things would they would catch on. People love Pokemon.
But in a way, it's kind of ingenious as well, because if you look at it straight from like a gameplay perspective, having that many Pokemon, and then like you release all of them or whatever, but there's a price for each one, you would have to pick a solid team. And like it would be like if Pokemon were real, you wouldn't go around just like, well, I mean, in that world you would, because you have nothing else to do all day apparently except catch Pokemon. But like you wouldn't try to catch every single Pokemon. You would build a core team.
Hey,
and
you
that's
gotta
what
catch
you
them all,
do.
dude.
Yeah, you got to. But I mean, do you? I never have. I never
That's
have.
what I do.
I've always
in the Pokemon
I've always
games,
just built a core team.
I try. Well, my starter. I just tank the whole game with my starter.
Oh man, how do you do it? Like I could never do that.
Literally, everyone else in my party are just like tools that I make learn HM moves.
Oh, you're making me really upset right now.
They literally are tools to me, and then I have this one super powerful guy that cannot be beaten. And if he is beaten, I send out one of the tools and I use a revive on my older guy.
Oh, you're making me so upset because I'm the one that like, okay, so I just caught this Pokemon and like the rest of my team is level 34 and he's a 32, so I got to use him for 10 more battles now to get him up to the rest of the, like I level them all equally and do the TMs and everything.
I start catching everything new, so when I get to like the Elite Four, I have my main guy who's level like 70 something, and then everyone else is 4.
Okay, so then the game's over for you when you get to the Elite Four, basically.
No, I like to keep catch.
You go through with the one guy,
and I evolve a lot of them in order to like fill up the Pokedex. So XP share is great.
Sure.
But I like filling out that Pokedex, so it's just catch as fast as you can.
Okay, yeah, no, I can definitely see that, and the Pokedex is annoying because it really taps into my OCD-like qualities of needing it all filled, like
right,
perfectly.
There's like 500 or whatever now.
Original 150, right here.
151.
No, the 1 doesn't count. Fuck that.
I never caught Mew in those games.
Yeah.
Was that even
I mean,
a thing? Could you actually do that without a Game Shark?
I don't actually know. I never bothered either. Actually, for the longest time, because like when Pokemon first came out over here, I was 8 or whatever. So like I grew up with Pokemon. I never even knew Mew existed until Pokemasters much younger than me when I was older told me.
Right. We didn't have the internet. So
exactly, we didn't have the internet, so it's like if you didn't see it, or if it wasn't in your Nintendo Power or whatever guide or whatever that you had, then you didn't know it existed.
Right.
And I never saw Mew, so I didn't know he existed.
I ended up with a Mew somehow. I don't remember, but someone did trade a Mew to me.
Did you steal it from a friend?
No, I think they used a Game Shark and then were like duplicating them or something like that.
Oh man, they were cloning them.
Yep.
Oh man.
I clone Mews and then give me a copy.
Just sell you
Whatever
it.
Gets it done.
You got to get that Mew. What was the big thing with Mew again? I think it was that it could learn any TM or whatever. Was that
Maybe
what it was?
I have no idea. I never used TMs ever.
Really? How do you play these games?
They learn their normal moves, and then if you're not my main guy, you learn the HMs because I need to be able to fly, and I never teach an HM or a TM to my main guy.
I need to see you play a Pokemon game because this is baffling to me. How you don't use half of the shit they give you in the game to play through it.
You don't need to ever. This is how I've gone through every one of them.
So you basically just find a really good Pokemon at the beginning, use it for everything, and then it just somehow magically wins life. Like it just kills everything.
I don't even have to find it. I use the starter.
Oh man, I don't know. This doesn't seem real to me. This doesn't seem like it could be a thing. Because I feel what starters do you use? Because I feel if you use a grass type or whatever starter, you would just get fucked by everything.
Doesn't matter. You level him up enough, he'll defeat anything you need him to.
Oh, okay. So you actually just level up to the point where you steamroll everything just by level.
Yeah. So if my starter ever dies, then I send out one of the other Pokemon I've caught, use a revive on my starter, and then when that Pokemon dies, because it's super underleveled, I send the starter back out and it finishes it off for me.
Oh man. So you're one in the chamber. That's all you need. The only reason why you need the other Pokemon is to buy you time for the other one to get revived.
Yeah.
Jesus. I couldn't live life that way.
You've hit the nail on the head. That's how you do it.
Like you said, they're tools to you. They're not even real things. They are tools.
They are literally HM banks.
Yeah.
If you're a grass Pokemon, I will make him forget every move and fill him up with 4 HMs. Just fill him up, and then once I have enough Pokemon with all the HMs in my party, then I'm set, and now I can adventure wherever I need to go, and I got my starter that can kill anything.
What starters do you like?
What starters do I like?
Out of the games you've played where you've made your starter apparently the most powerful being on Earth.
Right.
Which one is the most powerful, or which one did you enjoy the most?
I don't know. If we're talking about which game I played the most, because the starter doesn't really matter, but I played a lot of Gold.
Okay.
I got 300 plus hours in Gold.
What was your starter in that one?
It's Totodile.
Oh, okay.
And then I also liked Diamond a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what the starters in Diamond were.
Yeah.
And 2 generations ago.
Also, did you play Black and White?
Yep, and I played Black, and I played Black 2.
Okay. I still have to play through the rest of, I think I had White. I'm not sure. But
I liked those ones too.
Yeah, they're different feeling.
Oh, right. Guy in the chat, Mario64, says Piplup was from Diamond, and that is the starter I used.
Okay.
Or was that Black and White?
Piplup?
Piplup was it was Diamond. It was definitely in Diamond, and that is the one I used.
Okay.
Turns into Empoleon.
Did you play the originals at all, Red or Blue?
Yes. I've played it every one of them.
Okay.
Well, usually one of each generation, I should say.
Are you going to pick up X or Y? Yes. Which one?
I don't know. X, I guess.
All right, then I'll get Y and we will battle.
All right, and we can trade to collect all the Pokemon.
There you go.
Nice. Well, actually, to be fair, I'll probably end up reviewing it, so whichever one they send me.
Yeah. I don't know anything about either of them, so I really don't care which one I get.
Right. Figured.
Yeah. Do you know a lot about that, those games coming out?
Not a ton. I've been following a little bit about it, but I haven't been going super deep into them.
Yeah.
I'm just excited, 3DS, so they'll have polygons for the first time ever and whatnot.
Yeah. Good old polygons. I don't know, I'm still original 150. Fuck that one. The last one. He doesn't count. So, After that, couldn't care less.
Right, sure. And a lot of people are like that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people our age, I think.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons of kids that don't even know what the color red and blue is.
Colorblind kids? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
They literally cannot tell what's red and what's blue.
Right. So it's good
Yeah.
that like Blastoise was on blue so they could differentiate them.
Yeah. Or maybe they thought he was red. Just
Well,
like
they don't know
Blastoise
what
is
color
great
he
on
is,
red.
but they know, hey, this is the water one.
What about blind kids?
Blind
Just
kids.
in general.
Probably shouldn't be playing video games.
You're right. They probably have bigger problems.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
They could play like a Johann Sebastian Joust. Right? There's no screen in that.
That's probably a terrible game for them to play.
Well,
you
they
just have
could
to. You don't even sneak up on one of them. You just like
You
walk
just-
right beside them and
just
then punch
whack
them.
his hand.
Yeah.
You're right, but he doesn't have a screen he has to look at, so there's that.
Are there blind-friendly games?
Oh, I'm
Like
trying to
games
think.
for blind people.
What would
Like
There's
tabletop
definitely-
games.
did you say tabletop games?
Yeah, like tabletop stuff. Like
How
you
would
could
you-
do card games with Braille on them.
I guess there's many cards that are translated to Braille.
Probably not. I bet blind people probably translate them though. Wait, how would you do that? You would need a person that can see to be able to translate it
Yeah.
to the blind.
Yeah.
Or machines, I guess.
And yeah, again, the guy from the chat's saying there's some cool audio only games. And I'm trying to think if I've played any, but I have heard of audio only games.
Yeah.
Or what was that one? Pedro Klevich did an article about one where you're you're blind and it's just based on sound. You're trying to move around and whatnot.
And then just like something jump out at you.
No, I forget what his game. It was called like Deep Sea or something like that, and it was you were trying to like locate where the enemy was to shoot at it and stuff, but you had to wear like a gas mask, and your breathing caused you to not be able to hear where the enemy is and stuff, so you actually have to hold your breath.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it was supposed to be just like a super uncomfortable thing.
I don't know if that's what I go to video games for, though. To be uncomfortable.
Sure.
I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about that lately. It's like, because I don't necessarily go to video games that are doing the same things as always anymore either. So this specifically is kind of like in weird territory for me, where it's like they're trying something kooky and weird, and it might fail, but it might be an amazing experience. But at the same time, I don't want to like physically have to hold my breath and maybe die to play this video game. Like,
I feel I have a similar thing with movies, is because just recently I picked up The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
yeah,
The American one,
Yep.
which I saw in theaters, quite enjoyed it. I'm happy to have this movie on my shelf. There
Mhm.
is no way I'm ever going to be in a mood to watch that movie.
sure.
It's same with like I could almost say like Black Swan is similar. It's like
Yep.
there's never a time where I'm like, hey, does everyone want to sit down and get really uncomfortable for the next 2 hours?
And then just have like probably the most uncomfortable ending ever.
Right. Like it's just
Yeah.
like those are uncomfortable movies that it's like I'm never in a mood where I want to be uncomfortable, but I love
Sure.
those movies and I'm glad they're on my shelf and they're a part of my collection, but I'm never going to be putting them in my my player.
Right. I think video games are kind of doing that for me now too. Where it's like I still have to play through The Last of Us, and I like a lot of stuff it's doing, but at the same time, I don't like the world very much. It's kind of depressing, and I don't want to just have to keep shooting dudes in the head.
I like
I don't.
The Last of Us a lot.
Everybody does. It's
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So what's a game you're looking forward to as the second half of the year has started?
I don't even know what's really coming out. Like, I am kind of looking forward to the new Pokemon game because I kind of want to see some new designs and stuff. Like, that's always the funnest part for me, is just seeing what kooky shit they can muster up.
Okay.
So maybe that, but I probably won't even buy it right away because I've never have.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think what's even coming out right now. Saints Row 4 apparently is good.
Yeah, I still
I
need to
haven't-
pick that up. I've just been busy.
Yeah, I haven't really picked that up, so I don't know if that counts or not. Probably not. But, like, what else is coming up? Like, is there anything you're looking forward to?
Well, I've been playing Rayman Legends, but that comes out tomorrow. It's
Okay,
pretty good.
I don't really care about Rayman very much, though.
Okay. Wonderful 101 is in a couple weeks.
I don't know anything about that game, actually.
It's by the guys that did Beautiful Joe and whatnot. It's
Mhm.
on the Wii U. Do you have a Wii U?
I don't know. I never bought one.
Okay. So then that's out. What else is coming up?
Exactly, right?
New consoles.
I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. I'm not looking really forward to Grand Theft Auto 5 either, even though I'll probably buy it right away.
Okay.
I don't know. I do want to see what they do with it, but Grand Theft Auto 4 I didn't like very much at all. I don't know. I haven't liked Grand Theft Auto since San Andreas, really. But
Okay. Yeah, I've never been a big Grand Theft Auto fan, but that's a game that everyone will have, so I'll just borrow it off someone at some point.
well, and you don't like open world games very much anyway, right?
I can be fine with them, but I usually prefer doing all the story stuff. Like I never really utilize the open world aspect of it.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of people in the chat are pointing out some good stuff. Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds on the 3DS.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. I'm also kind of looking forward to Wind Waker HD.
Okay. I didn't like Wind Waker, so
Oh, it's my
I'm
favorite Zelda.
okay. That's fair. I might understand why you would think that is the best one, but so that's okay.
All right. Why? What's your favorite Zelda?
I honestly don't know at this point. I really like different things about the different Zeldas, like the different like 2D and then the 3D. So
All
you
right,
kind of have
what's your favorite 2D? What's your favorite 3D?
2D is 2, the second one.
Oh, and
I
let me
like the
guess, your
RP.
favorite 3D is Majora's Mask.
Favorite 3D actually. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a wrong series completely. Hold on a second. I was thinking of 3D Mario's for some reason just now. I like Twilight Princess a lot.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that game, but that is not a popular opinion.
No, I know. I do like Majora's Mask as well, quite a bit. And I still have yet to play Skyward Sword.
I like Skyward Sword. My favorite, I already said my favorite 3D, but my favorite 2D is probably the Oracle games.
Okay.
I like those quite a bit.
That's not a popular opinion either, at all.
No, I've actually found a lot of people do like those games. Like I think
I mean,
those
Link
are
to the
John's.
Past is the obvious one that
Link to the
everybody
Past is
chooses.
the obvious one, yeah.
Yeah. That one was okay. I played it a lot, but I don't know. Beyond Two Souls, by the way, is one I'm looking forward to because I want to see how it's done.
Right, yeah, no, I like what was it? Heavy Rain. So I'm looking forward to that. And I also am a big fan of Ghost Trick, so
Like, I kind of want to be excited for Skylanders Swap Force, but I know it's just more shit to buy.
it
So
is. That's the whole point of those.
I'm not
games.
allowing myself to be excited about it. Is Arkham Origins this year?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The chat's also way into Twilight Princess, so there you go. Oh, and people are saying Minish Cap for 2D. That's like the one Zelda I haven't played.
I haven't played that either, actually.
I have it on my 3DS from the Ambassador program, and I've always wanted to. I've just never had like the time to sit down and do it. But I have heard great things about Minish Cap.
Also don't like Phantom Hourglass or whatever.
No, okay.
Like I don't like that style of animation for the Zelda games, which is probably why I don't like Wind Waker.
Oh no, I really liked it. I wasn't a huge fan of the touchscreen controls.
Oh, the touchscreen controls were just terrible. Like that made that game almost unplayable for me because when you're on the bus or something and you have to do shit like that, it's just not fun.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
No. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're done here. I can't think of anything else that I'm excited about.
All right.
Call of Duty.
Nope.
That's coming out, right?
Yep.
New Call of Duty where you get to shoot the terrorists.
There's the dog in it.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like the thing. Is
that's
there's
like
a
the
dog.
only thing they say about it.
Yeah, there's a dog.
You know what else there's a dog in? Watch Dogs. That's probably not true, but Dogs is in the title, so there you go.
I'm gonna buy that game.
Are you?
Yep.
Just to like see what it's all about, or are you genuinely excited about what they're saying it has to offer?
I'm just kind of more to see what it's all about, and also new consoles. Put something on the new consoles.
Sure. So are you getting the new consoles?
Yes, I have both pre-ordered.
You have them both pre-ordered. Okay.
Yes.
I don't have either pre-ordered, and I don't know if I'll be doing so.
Okay.
Because, like, with the Wii U, I think I made the right decision where it's like, no, I'm not going to care about this until I get some people telling me what they think. Then I thought you would like it a lot just because of, like, the way you talk about a lot of the games and stuff that sort of come out on those platforms, like the Nintendo stuff.
Sure.
I thought John would be okay, like, meh on it, but, like, still like some stuff. I thought Nathan would hate it. So when I listened to you three talk about it, I was just like, I'm really glad I listened to this because like they mostly hate it right now.
I don't hate it.
Well, because there was nothing on
There's
it.
nothing on it, so you should wait.
And then like Nathan talking about like how there's no Wi-Fi or not Wi-Fi, but like you can't do Mario over the internet and just shit like that I thought they would probably do. Hearing that you couldn't, I was just like, okay, then I'm not buying this.
They're getting a price drop pretty soon here, if not already.
Yeah.
And I feel like the library has started to get strong enough where I would be recommending it now.
It's kind of a shame that it happened so late after it came out, though, right?
It was the same thing with the 3DS, to be fair.
Yeah, I didn't get a 3DS on launch either.
So, yeah, but
you got the ambassador program doing that,
which is nice. And I'd like the DS. Those are like my favorite systems for the most part.
The DS.
The DS and the 3DS I kind of bundle in it because a lot of the games are the same kind of format and style.
Yeah. So. Are you going to get 2DS just to complete it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know why anybody that has any of the other DSs would get it, but
if you're 5, I guess.
Which I'm not.
I'm not.
I haven't been for about 22 years.
I can look at 3D. So.
Yeah. Exactly. I can look at 3D and not have my head explode, so we're good. That's the problem, right? When kids look at 3D before they're like 6, their heads explode.
No, I think I heard that it lowers their sperm count.
that seems
it's like Mountain Dew, which is already a problem with kids. So Nintendo is trying to.
That seems way weirder. That seems way weirder.
Well, they're just thinking about the future.
We're just worrying about 6-year-old sperm count. And with that, where can people listen to you, Sean?
Sean, if you want to listen to more of Sean, I'm on the Top Down Perspective every week. I'm sure you guys know Nathan's on that. So just look us up. We're all over the internet, so just search Top Down Perspective if you want that. Thanks for having me.
You are on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter, yeah. If you want my specific Twitter, it's Sean_Booker. Sean spelled the short way.
The right way?
Is it the right way? You know what I don't get? When I meet people that refer to me as Scene.
Do people do that?
Well, there are people that'll do that just out of it's if you sound it out, it's Scene. But there are genuinely people who they don't know, so they just assume, oh, that must be Scene. And it's just the idea of how have you gone through your life and never encountered this name? This is not a rare name.
No, it's not at all.
So
I would say my name is more rare than yours.
Maybe Paul, yeah, maybe in this day and age, yeah. Sean is not a uncommon, or it is a common name. So the fact that some people would say Scene, it's how do you must live under a rock that you've never heard of Sean Connery.
Sure.
How are you doing this?
Yeah, how have you never heard of Sean Connery?
Yeah, so.
He was a dragon in Dragonheart.
Yeah.
Most important movie of our day.
I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it.
It's actually okay. He does the voice of the dragon, so.
All right.
Anyways, thank you for joining me.
Yes, this was great.
And we will see everybody next time.
Bye. Yeah, Nathan will be back.
Nathan will be back.